Weddings and Events has been named the Not Best Weddings Award winner.
Pretty cool stuff. Joining us now to talk about this and also share some of the hottest wedding trends that we're going to see for the new year. Owner of Adoration Weddings and Events, Elena Markwood. Good morning to you.
Guys.
It's nice to have you back.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have brought some beautiful arrangements. So I guess let's just dive into what you are thinking or seeing this year move towards.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the biggest things that we're seeing is brides really wanting to make the most of their floral budget. And one of the best ways to do that is to have some really punchy, impactful floral moments and then kind of scale back in other places. So you still have the effect of those really big, beautiful, fluffy florals, but without breaking the bank by trying to cover your whole space in florals.
And it's very easy to do that. I mean, you want things to look full, you want it to look, you don't want a table to look sparse.
Right.
But when you start really diving into the amount of flowers for a wedding that you think might be needed,
right,
your budget doesn't usually align.
Absolutely,
right.
Yeah. And a good florist is going to be able to tell you how to maximize what the impact you want to have within the budget that you have. So in terms of some of the colors that we're seeing most this year, one of the biggest color schemes that we're seeing for 2025 is this kind of classic monochrome white and black sort of vibe. Very timeless, very beautiful. I don't see this trend going anywhere anytime soon, but this has been very big so far for 2025 brides. Another thing that's fun that's a little bit newer is this kind of punchy pinks and reds and corals. We're seeing more really bright colors coming in for 2025. And I love it. It's so fun. It's such a great way for brides to be able to express some of their personality as they're planning their wedding.
Now, if you're going to pick a more punchy type of, bouquet or arrangement, are they matching this with their dresses, like their bridesmaid dresses, and coordinating it through? Are they keeping those more, plain?
Yeah, so it all just depends on how much the bride wants to see the color repeated throughout the event. So we are seeing these bright red, punchy bridesmaid gowns. We're seeing bouquets, floral arrangements, even touches like linens, napkins, chargers, glassware. It's just a matter of, does she want it to just be a pop of color that we kind of see repeated through the event, or do we want it to be the focus of the design of the event?
Speaking of color, I've told that mocha mousse is the color of the year.
Correct.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, so mocha mousse is a very creamy, chocolatey brown.
Okay.
And we're always going to see that Pantone color of the year come up in wedding design.
Okay. Is that what this is right here?
I brought in this gorgeous taupe
we're showing it right now on the
velvet
screen. There it is.
Yeah. So this taupe velvet that I brought in today is from Event Source.
Yeah.
And this
feels
is kind
really
of,
good.
I know, the velvet texture is so lush. Velvet's very polarizing. Brides either love velvet or they hate it.
Okay.
I think it's really gorgeous. It's great for something like a cocktail table linen, or if you're going to tie off a cocktail table, like a bow on a cocktail linen can be really nice. But these kind of neutrals, the browns, the taupes, the beiges, that's kind of coming in as well. And so that's kind of how we see the color of the year playing out as well.
Love it.
What about for any other trends? I know that everyone goes back and forth and has big opinions about whether they want a live band or a DJ.
Yes.
So what are we seeing moving forward?
Yeah. So a great mix of those two vibes is something that we're seeing called the hybrid DJ setup, which is where you have a traditional DJ, but then they're also bringing in live instrumentalists to play along with them. So you're seeing like a drum kit or a sax or a trumpet or something like that with a DJ. So you're having the versatility and the variety of a live DJ with the energy of live music.
And depending on, who you're hiring, I know everything is very kind of broad when it comes to your budget, but it probably will be a little bit cheaper than a massive band.
Absolutely, yeah, because bands can certainly run much more expensive than a DJ. So you're having that energy of the live music without paying the several $1,000s more it can be for a live band.
My husband and I, our first, dispute was about our band.
Really?
Who won? You won, I bet, right?
No, he won.
Oh.
And we're not going to rehash it. I'm just going into that detail, and that's all you need to know. But it can be a lot, you know.
Absolutely.
And I know audio guest books I've heard. What's that?
Yeah, so that's another really fun way to bring a little bit of a personalized touch into the wedding. Couples now are wanting more and more to have a personal connection with the people that are attending their weddings.
I love that.
One really cool way to do that is an audio guest book, which is going to be, in a lot of cases, it just looks like an old rotary phone. And guests can just pick up the phone and literally leave an audio message for the couple. And then the couple just sends the phone back to the company, and
That's really cool.
they get all of their audio recordings back. So instead of
very
just
cool.
a book where, you know,
Yeah,
the first 2 or
right,
3
sure.
pages are filled up with people's signatures, you actually get to hear the voices of the people who were at your wedding wishing you well.
Yes.
I love it. So Adoration Weddings and Events, this is your company.
Yes.
You obviously have kind of really done well on the knot with reviews. So if people want to get in contact with you, maybe they just want to pick your brain about something,
Sure.
where can they reach out?
Yeah, absolutely. So my website is a great way to get a hold of me. That is adorationweddings.com. My Instagram is just @adorationweddings. I would love to chat if anyone wants to connect. I have availability for coordination for this year and for planning for next year.
It can
There
be
you go.
very overwhelming. The sooner you start, the better.
Absolutely.
And just keeping it simple is always
Yes.
a good thing.
For sure.
Perfect. Thank you.